Jai Hind children. In the previous class, we have discussed about the fluid connective tissue and the skeletal connective tissue. Today, we are going to discuss about the different types of proper connective tissue. Let's start with the connective tissue, the ligament. As we have discussed that connective tissues join the parts of the body, this connective tissue joins the bones to the bones. This has many fibers in the matrix. They may be the collagen fiber and elastin fiber. This elastin fiber has the elastin protein. Due to this elastin proteins, they are very flexible or they are very elastic and also has a certain strength. Ligaments, they contain very little matrix. Why? Because they have lots of fibers. So sometimes we hear that someone has got hurt and there is a rupture in the ligaments. So what is ligament? Ligament is a connective tissue which is very elastic but has less strength. Now let us discuss another type of connective tissue, that is the tendon. This is also a fibrous tissue, and this tissue, it is joins the muscles to the bones. It connects the muscle to the bones. Do you know that if there are no such tissues, what will happen to the muscles? The muscles won't be joined to the bones and there will be very difficulties in the movement. So, the tendons, they joins the muscle to the bones. Now, to remember the ligament and tendon, we can say that for the ligament, abbreviation BBC, that means bone connect, and for the tendons we can say MCB. What is MCB? Muscle is connecting to the bones. Now these tendons, they have mostly the collagen fiber and they have very less elastin protein. So the flexibility in the tendons are very less, whereas they have a lots of strength. So we can see great strength and a limited flexibility. Next, we are going to discuss about the another type of connective tissue, proper connective tissue, that is the areolar connective tissue. This actually helps in packaging and it is found between the skins and the muscles, around the blood vessels and the nerves and in the bone marrow. As I said you, it fills the space inside the organs. It supports the internal organs and it also helps in the repair of the tissues. Now, let us see the diagram of this connective tissue. You can see here the diagram of the connective tissue. This is the diagram of the areolar connective tissue. And you can see that they have lots of fibers. They have fibroblast. This fibroblast gives rise to the different types of fibers such as collagen fibers, reticular fibers, etc. They are richly supplied with the blood vessels. They also have different types of cells such as the macrophages. These macrophages, they eat the particles such as bacteria, they eat the particles. The mast cells, the function of the mast cell is some secretory functions. So, in the areolar tissue, we find the fibroblast, we find the collagen fiber, reticular fiber, the blood vessels, macrophages, and the mast cells. Let us now discuss about the another type of proper connective tissue, that is the adipose tissue. You can see here written adipocyte. Adipocyte cells are the fat cells, the cells with lots of fat. So this is a adipose tissue. This is a picture of the adipose tissue, diagram of the adipose tissue. Now let us discuss here about the adipose tissue. So as you have seen, adipose tissue is a tissue which stores the fat. It is a fat storing tissue. So adipose tissue is a fat storing tissue, and where it is found? It is found below the skin, between the internal organs. Now what does it do? What is the function? First of all, it stores the fat so it can give energy. It acts as an insulator. That means it helps the body to keep the body warm. So adipocytic cells are the cells stored with lots of fat, and the adipocytic cells are the adipocytic tissues are the tissue which has lots of fat. So these are the four different types of proper connective tissue: the ligament, tendon, areolar tissue, and adipose tissue. Hope you are clear about it. Thank you.